An update now from the ABC15 investigators. Our team just obtained a list of the hundreds of thousands of Arizona voters with missing proof of citizenship.
So this is all connected to that coding error with the MVD. It affected voter files statewide. Arizona law requires you provide proof of citizenship to vote a full ballot. ABC15 senior investigator Melissa Blasius explains what's being done to verify the status now of these voters.
The Arizona Secretary of State releasing spreadsheets and emails to ABC15 Wednesday with the names of 200,000 voters affected by the coding errors. This comes 2 days after a judge required the names to be released to a citizens group. ABC15 talked about the data problems to a former Arizona Secretary of State, Ken Bennett, 2 weeks ago. At that point, he said this.
I'm curious as can be as to whether my name's on that list. And I'm sure there's a lot of longtime Arizonans, born and raised in Arizona or have been here for decades like me, who might have been on that list because they were here prior to '96 and had a driver's license.
And Bennett was right. We found his name on the list. As an Arizona native, there's no question about his citizenship. It's just the missing documentation.
The most frustrating thing to me is people saying, well, this proves that there's 200,000 illegals registered to vote. No, that is not true.
Arizona's current Secretary of State, county recorders, and other state agencies working on a fix. These emails show they've already been matching a list of affected voters against state birth certificates. That helped cross off thousands of people, and county recorders also ran the names against a federal database with immigration status information.
I think county recorders have to be really careful to not disenfranchise voters who have done everything right, but because of an administrative error are now being questioned.
All of the affected voters were able to vote a regular ballot on November 5th. But after this point, voters who can't be independently verified may have to send in proof of citizenship, or under Arizona law, they could be bumped down to a ballot only containing federal races in future elections.
I think this kind of sounds like a hassle for so many people to have to mail a form back. But I do believe everyone who is a citizen will be able to show that they're a citizen. What you need is a birth certificate, driver's license, passport, tribal identity number, or an immigration number.
I think there has to be an agreement about what we're going to do, because we need to also safeguard the privacy of these individuals so that they're not targeted in some way.
ABC15 is not releasing that entire voter list due to those privacy concerns. Election officials tell us they need to work out uniform procedures for obtaining and recording the new citizenship info before they contact any of the affected people. I'm senior investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC15 Arizona.